In a cozy, well-lit apartment filled with the warm glow of fairy lights, Emma stared at her reflection in the mirror, tracing the intricate lines of her new tattoo. It was a masterpiece she had envisioned for years, a majestic wolf's face entwined with delicate flowers, blending artistry with personal significance. She could hardly contain her pride as she admired the beautiful sleeve that adorned her arm, each detail telling a story of her journey, strength, and growth. Emma had always wanted a tattoo that represented her spirit and her passions, and this sleeve was everything she had dreamed of. It wasn't just a decoration, it was a part of her story. With each glance, she felt a surge of confidence and a deep sense of fulfillment. However, not everyone shared her enthusiasm. Her boyfriend, Ryan, had always been supportive in most areas of their relationship, but the tattoo was a glaring exception. Ryan's reaction to Emma's tattoo had been far from positive. From the very beginning, he had expressed his disapproval. "It's too much," he would say, his voice laden with discomfort. "People will judge you, Emma. They'll think less of you." Emma tried to shrug off his comments at first, believing they stemmed from a place of concern. But as time went on, his criticisms became more pointed and hurtful. "You should cover it up at work," he suggested, despite her job being entirely supportive of tattoos. "And maybe when we go out too." His discomfort seemed to extend beyond mere personal distaste. He even made a jarring comment about her tattoo making her look slutty, which struck a painful chord deep within her. Emma was bewildered and hurt. The tattoo, which was supposed to be a celebration of her individuality, had become a source of conflict in her relationship. She had always been open about her decisions and passions, and she couldn't understand why this one was so problematic for Ryan. One evening, as they were preparing for a night out, Emma stood in front of her closet, trying to decide what to wear. She could hear Ryan in the other room, casually scrolling through his phone. With a deep breath, she approached him, the weight of the situation pressing heavily on her. "Ryan, we need to talk about my tattoo," Emma said, her voice trembling slightly. She glanced at her sleeve, her eyes reflecting the hurt she felt. Ryan looked up, his expression neutral but guarded. "I know you want to talk about it, Emma, but I just don't understand why it has to be such a big deal." "It's not just a big deal for me, Ryan," Emma replied, struggling to keep her voice steady. "It's a part of who I am. I've wanted this for a long time, and it means a lot to me. I don't understand why you can't support me." Ryan sighed, running a hand through his hair. "It's not about not supporting you. It's just that, well, people will judge you. And honestly, I'm uncomfortable with the idea of you being so on display." Emma's heart sank. "But it's my body, Ryan. I'm not doing this for attention. I'm doing it because it's something I'm proud of. Why can't you see that?" Ryan looked away, his gaze fixed on the floor. "I just don't want people to think badly of you. I'm worried about what they might say or think." Emma felt a mix of frustration and sadness. "I've never given you any reason to think I'm doing this for attention or to make people think badly of me. I just wanted to express a part of myself." The conversation grew tense as Emma and Ryan tried to navigate their conflicting perspectives. Emma's pride in her tattoo and Ryan's unease about it seemed to be pulling them in different directions. She couldn't shake the feeling that his discomfort was overshadowing her happiness. Days turned into weeks, and the issue of the tattoo continued to linger between them. Emma found herself hiding her sleeve beneath layers of clothing, not because she wanted to, but because Ryan's discomfort had made her second-guess her own choices. The more she concealed her tattoo, the more she felt like she was hiding a part of herself. One evening, as Emma sat alone in their living room, she made a decision. She reached for her phone and began drafting a message to her closest friend, someone she knew would understand her struggle. As she typed out her thoughts, she realized she needed to find a way to balance her self-expression with her relationship. Emma's friend responded with heartfelt advice, encouraging her to have an open and honest conversation with Ryan about her feelings. "You deserve to be with someone who supports you for who you are," her friend wrote. "Your tattoo is a part of you, and you shouldn't have to hide it." The next day, Emma approached Ryan with a newfound determination. "Ryan, I need you to understand that this tattoo is a part of who I am. It's something I've wanted for a long time, and it's important to me. I'm not asking you to love it or even like it, but I need you to respect it and support me." Ryan looked at her with a mixture of surprise and remorse. "Emma, I didn't realize how much this was affecting you. I'm sorry if my comments hurt you. I just wanted to protect you from potential judgment, but I see now that I've been unfair." Emma felt a wave of relief wash over her. "Thank you for understanding. I just want us to be able to support each other's choices and be true to ourselves." Over the following weeks, Ryan made a genuine effort to be more supportive. He began to understand that Emma's tattoo was not a reflection of her character, but rather a symbol of her individuality. Although he still struggled with some discomfort, he made a conscious effort to be more accepting and open-minded. Emma, in turn, found a renewed sense of confidence. She no longer felt the need to hide her tattoo, and she embraced it as a reflection of her journey and her identity. With Ryan's growing acceptance and her own self-assurance, their relationship began to heal and strengthen. In the end, Emma and Ryan learned that true support and understanding in a relationship come from accepting each other's individuality. Emma's tattoo became a symbol of their growth as a couple, a reminder that love means embracing and celebrating each other's unique qualities, even when it's challenging.